This is part 3 of the Daily Wraps, episode 77, at 4 minutes past 7 o'clock. Good evening. Welcome back to my viewers and YouTube subscribers and watchers. My third and final video of the day is about how 2020 has treated everybody. Well, how has 2020 treated you this year? I'd like to hear from you about this. Well, 2020 for me, to be quite honest, viewers, has been a roller coaster ride for me, and it's been challenging at the best of times. Not being able to go out on a Saturday evening, but the good thing that has come out of all of this is that I've been saving money on food and taxis at the club. But the downside, viewers, I've been a bit under the weather this year. I've had a lot of hospital admissions and things like that. So my question to you viewers watching this third video of the night is, how has 2020 treated you viewers out there, and how frustrating it has been for you? Has it been frustrating for you? Has it tested your patience? I'd like to hear your thoughts about this, and what's the most frustrating thing you've heard about the coronavirus on the news and the cases. I'd also like to hear your thoughts about this, and you can share your thoughts as well, and you can comment on this. I'd really like to hear from you about this and how 2020 has treated you viewers watching out there on my YouTube channel and on the daily episodes or the daily wraps. Well, another thing, okay, the closure of St. Times Cabs on the 27th of March, that was a sad day for me, but of course, we've all got to do something that we don't want to do, and of course, it was for our own safety, not only for me, but for everybody else out in the community. What really did annoy me though was when people were lying about where they were from, people flocking down to the beach when they shouldn't have. And I remember just before St. Times closed on the 27th of March, a lot of people flocked down to Manly Beach and were told by Manly police to go home. And of course, the police handed out thousands of dollars in fines to the people who breached the lockdown rules, and especially up in Queensland there, where people flock to the Queensland beaches and even the Victorian beaches. So, I'd like to ask you another question. Do you think people have been stupid flouting the rules? I'd like to hear your answer about this. And what are your thoughts about people spitting on emergency service workers when they're out there doing their job? I'd also like to hear your thoughts about this tonight on the show. So, a guy was arrested in Melbourne after leaving a supermarket um, in April, and he was 18 and he spat on a policeman. Now, that is absolutely disgusting. I'd like to hear your thoughts about people spitting and assaulting emergency personnel. Please let me know down below. On June the 22nd, I I I went back to St. Times Cash. I started only going there on Monday and Wednesday, but now I am back at St. Times on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I'm happy about that. And I still get my one-on-one on Tuesday and Wednesday, and St. Ives Cash, if you are watching, thanks for letting me come back in June to help reopen the service and to get it up and running again. And I can tell you, I have not looked back. Okay, but I did have a setback in July this year with my health going up the hospital. The first admission was in January after the Australia Day holiday, and then again in March, on March the 10th, and then again on April the 27th, and then again on the 2nd, and then on the 4th of July, I think I went in. So I've had a pretty rough year this year, and the second, well, the first anniversary of my mum's passing, that was hard for me as well, and this is going to be my second Christmas without her. But despair not, I have kept my chin up and talked to people about my problems. But so 2020 has been a bit of a roller coaster for me, and I can't wait until 2020 ends and we can have a fresh start in 2021. So, 2020, how has it treated you? I'd like to hear from you about it and how it has tested your patience around Australia. While the time is nearly 7:15, and it's time for me to draw this video to a close, the third one. Thanks for watching my 3 videos this Sunday night, and thank you for watching episode 77, episode 78, and 79 are coming up tomorrow, and then on Tuesday, episode 80, where I'll be talking about Weet-Bix. So that's all coming up. But until then, This is Barry Fair. Thanks for your company throughout this Sunday evening, the 18th of October, and I will talk to you tomorrow on October the 19th. From all of us here at Oceana House, Barry Fair bidding you a very good night and take care of one another. Remember, we are all in this together. Good night.